guys, it's XayLi Barclay, and in my class, I am going to be covering social video, how to use it, what to do with it, what you should be posting, and all that jazz. I will see you on the inside. Welcome to this class. Today, I'm excited to share some tips with you about using social video to educate your audience about your business on Instagram. So, using video on social media is a surefire way to increase conversions and sales for your business. I'm telling you, if you follow these tips that I'm sharing today, you'll see an instant increase in your engagement. And you'll see an increase in the interest of what you do. What do you do for people? So, in this class, we're going to talk about why using knowledge-based video on Instagram is a complete game changer. We're also going to cover how you can include video using different aspects of your Instagram account, and I'm going to share a few accounts that I love that do it really well here, and some tools that I really love for creating and editing engaging videos for your social media accounts. So why education through social video? Well, let's dive in. I want to chat with you a bit more about why you should be educating your audience using videos. You see, education-based content marketing is one of the most powerful ways to help your ideal customer to become aware of a pain point and at the same time position yourself or your business as the solution. Think about that. It's a game changer. Think about when your teacher asked a question in school way back, right? And they would ask, who knows the answer to 6 plus 6, right? And you immediately know that he obviously knows the answer. That's why he's asking this hard question, right? Because he's the teacher. So what he's doing at the moment is reminding you that he is the expert and that you are here to learn from him. So in your mind, he has all the answers and he's about to teach you a lesson, obviously. So this is the same concept that I want you to use when you're sharing with your audience why they must come to you for their needs. Think about it. So the importance of education is, I have this quote that I really love from Nelson Mandela, and he says it the best. Education is the most important weapon to change the world. And so that's what I'm here to do. I like helping people to really figure out how they can use visual content that is educational to truly change the world. So although we started off talking about school, I don't necessarily mean formal education when we're talking about marketing. So with all of the tools and the outlets that we have access to online, educating your social media or educating your audience through social media can be really fun and engaging, exciting, actionable, and easier than you think. So you're probably wondering why educate with video specifically on social? Well, there's a thing or two about using video content that you may not know. The first thing is that Instagram loves video, right? I mean, every platform does, but Instagram loves video. They love it so much, they've provided different channels, like multiple channels within our actual profiles for us to include video in our content, right? And when you're including video and you're engaging the right people, hello. So you need to move with the wave. The biggest thing about video for me is that it's an in-person experience. I love saying that. We're no longer in front of someone. So if you can translate your personality through video, listen, game changer. Your people feel like they know you, and it's perfect for building that know, like, trust factor for your business. So video has the ability to really convert at a higher rate than any other form of content. Buy pictures. I mentioned before, increased engagement, increased awareness. I mean, listen, increased income. You know, you're able to really turn that into something amazing for yourself and for your business. But you're probably saying, well, why isn't everyone doing it? Most people think that video is really hard. People tend to overthink the process as well, right? So it's my goal to break this down further for you so that you're ready to implement. I want you to understand why video content in your marketing, or why use educational video content in your marketing. So I'm gonna break it down to what you should be thinking about when you are creating it. So let's dive deeper into different segments of the platform. We know that there are different ways to use the platform and that they all produce different results. completely different, right? So today we're talking about a few of my favorites. And one of my favorites is social video on your feed, right? So your feed is your Instagram timeline. And then we're also going to talk about video for IGTV. And one of my favorites, guys, Instagram stories. Game changer. So here's a formula that I created for you. I want you to remember that if you're on this side and you put your educational marketing, your educational content, which is showing them, the why and the how, then your ideal customer is on this side of the spectrum. And that is what is going to equal to your sales. It's like this juicy little formula that you can think about when you are posting or when you're creating your content for posting. I also love combining this concept with one of my favorite people, Donald Miller of StoryBrand. He is just amazing. And so when I think about using video in my own business, I always think about using it in these 4 ways. So how are you connecting with your people? You've got to be posting content that helps your people understand your morals, your values, what does your business believe in? I mean, come on, that's how you're going to attract the right people. Awareness is the next thing. How are you making them aware of the power of what you have to offer? Transformational content in your industry that supports what you're offering or supports testimonials of your clients and your customers, that's definitely what you need to have on your profile as well. Also, the desire. How are you creating a craving for your product or your service? Think about that. What is making them not want to purchase? Address things like that so that your product is desirable. Also, purchase. Are you inviting your people to buy? Are you asking for the sale? I mean, a lot of people aren't. So now that I'm mentioning this, you're going to start paying attention to if you're doing this on your own account. And you'll see accounts that you know, like, and trust are doing it already. You just didn't know. So you're probably wondering, why should I put any effort into doing this? Well, let me tell you something, my friend. The right education is equal to sales. Your customer may not know that they need your products and your services, right? They may not be aware of the pain that they're experiencing, so they don't know that they need you. And they may not even know that you are the person with a solution for that pain. Think about that, right? So this is where I really enjoy using exceptional visuals and information to attract and entertain my ideal customer or client. Helps you blow their mind. So this helps them to realize that they do have that prominent pain, right? And they're able to also learn more from you about what they're losing or the discomfort they're experiencing or just what's possible, right? So they're able to learn that there's a solution for that problem, and that is your business. And they're also going to look at you as the expert, the person to come to, the person that's going to alleviate that pain. You're kind of like a doctor, right? So let's use a coffee shop that sells organic coffee as an example. We're sharing examples of this, using social video on such an account so that they're educating their customers about their organic coffee experience. So think about the Instagram feed for the coffee shop. Examples that they would have of video content on the main feed might be videos of the shop's kitchen or the seating area, the experience of being inside of where the product is crafted, right? You also want happy customers on there, like somebody talking about how great this coffee is, how it makes them feel, or even like, why do other people drink and love your coffee? Videos of products, think about hot, delicious coffee just dripping off of the brim of a mug. That's gonna stimulate different senses that makes you want to have that coffee. So let's move on to what might be on their Instagram stories, right? So just thinking about, the coffee of the day process, how they're making it in real time, using their special machines, think about using a boomerang or a poll, of what would be the next flavor of the week, right? So we're talking of if you had a coffee shop, these are things that you should be doing. And even the manager grooving to the coffee shop soul playlist, right? I mean, that really shows people what your coffee shop is about. And so they're like learning about you and interested. Even promotions that the coffee shop is having or signups to their email list for special offers. You should always have perks for your insiders. So, you know, that's a great way to think about that. Also, interaction with the staff or employee of the month. I can go on, but let's dive into IGTV. So IGTV can have educational content, like, you know, how to brew their coffee at home. Maybe they have an at-home market and an in-shop market. Showing how easy and good the product is something that I feel needs to be done. And then showing how life-changing or transformative drinking organic coffee is. Less of a crash, better for your skin. I mean, there are so many different things. So think about it like a how-to. You're guiding that person to making the purchase. You're getting rid of any doubts that they may have, right? Or even share how to pick the healthiest coffee for their consumption. So that leaves the person really thinking, this is the best purchase. So let's talk about an account that I really like. Brittany Babe has been on Instagram forever, and I've witnessed her journey. She really uses high quality content to connect with her audience and share her workouts. So when you think about her, her body is her product, but she also has products that help you get her body, right? Her physique. So she uses all different aspects of Instagram to lead her people to that sale. Video is a huge part of her strategy. So head over to Instagram and look at Brittany's account. You'll see that she's doing a few things like amazingly. Her feed, obviously I mentioned her body being her product or the result of her product. So she is on her feed. And then you'll see videos of her doing her own workouts, which encourages you to want to do the workout, right? And also she shows the back end of her life as a fitness influencer on her IG stories. So she takes us behind the scenes and shows us things that are not on her feed. So you want to think about it in that way, getting your people to know, like, and trust you. So start looking at the things that I mentioned before about the different aspects of video on different aspects of the platform, and you go analyze. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Now, the next account that I love is Beauty Bakery. They are an amazing brand of makeup, and I love how they show videos of something they're launching, the texture of their new glosses. You know, they also show how-to videos. They have a lot of influencers on the back end creating video content that they use on their feed, so they repurpose that content. And they also share things like coupons and sales in the Instagram stories or the back end of what it's like working there or what's going on. And so their IGTV is really reserved for tutorial-based content. Genius. So you want to think about those things. You will really see a difference if you think about it in this way. So guys, I wanted to leave you with some tips for creating engaging video content. I could not leave without sharing these with you, right? So when you think about, actually, you know what? Let's start with tools. You want to have a camera phone, a tripod, some great lighting, use your window, you know, use what you have. That's the good thing about Instagram stories. You're able to use what you have and just roll with it. Using the accents that Instagram is giving you to interact and entertain your audience or, you know, raise your engagement is essential. They really love when you use something that they're giving you. Hello. So use it. Use countdowns, quizzes, questions. Make your stories look good with GIFs or GIFs. I always get that word wrong. And, you know, really integrate it into what you're doing. Make it fun. Help your people to get to know you. Another thing I love doing is what I call a tip chain. It's where you're giving tips or tricks in your stories, and I like that people are going to the next story consistently because they want to know the end. The next thing you want to do is create a schedule. Get your audience used to getting something from you at a specific time or a specific day. So you want to think about that because it's exciting for them to keep up with what you're doing and know that you have something specific that you're offering on a certain day. So let's talk tools for enhancing your visuals. Your first tool is you. Show your face. People love seeing people. The second tool is Over for amazing graphics, and it's right in your phone. It's mobile. Hello. Canva is also amazing. I use Canva as well. Sometimes I layer these and I get really great results from it. And I want to also share with you InShot. Hello, InShot for video editing is the best. I'm able to chop up videos on my mobile phone. I'm able to do so many different things. I can layer things. I can make it look interesting like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, I love visual content. I'm a very visual person, so I know that. And I always get these questions like, what did you do? How did you do that? So you want to spice up your story so you're giving people an experience with your brand. Also, don't be afraid to use all these tools together just to create an experience like no other. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Okay, whoa, you really stuck around. Thank you. Let's just recap what we covered today. So we covered why using education-based content marketing and using video on Instagram is a complete game changer for your business. And we also covered how you can include video in different aspects of your Instagram profile. And I shared with you guys a few accounts that I really love, so go check them out and, see what I'm talking about. Work it out. And we also covered tools for creating and editing engaging Instagram stories. So I hope you guys had a good time, and I will see you soon.